Hey guys, it's Melissa Fisher here. Now today I'm taking you out on another little journey. I'm with Trevor Reynolds, who is a business partner in a few projects that I've already taken you through and some ones that we have coming up in the future. However, this is one of Trevor's and he's got three nice little townhouses. So we're going to walk through one of them at the moment. We'll show you the layout and talk about some of the challenges he's had, and then we'll go outside and we'll see how it actually looks from the street. Now, this one that we're standing in is on the corner of Stoddards Road and Twin Ranges Drive in Warragul. And we have one beside it, and then there's a vacant block on one on the other side. So we'll give you an external of all of them, but let's go for a little bit of a walk through this one and see what the internal layout is. So Trev, how about we come around to the entrance and we go, this is the main entrance coming in from the front, and you have a nice little lounge room area, which is over here. Behind it, quite common, we have the master bedroom, which is en-suited. The layout of these, Trevor, if I'm correct, was not good when you took these on?
No, the properties came with an approved planning permit and the floor plans were pretty ordinary, so we've stuck with the original footprint. We've just changed the internal floor plan, which we had to do through a condition 1 through council.
Okay, so just for those that don't know, you stuck with the original footprint, so you didn't have to go back into council for any amendments?
We didn't have to re-advertise, which is a whole other process. So basically, we kept the outside of the buildings looking the same.
Yep.
They originally had 1 bathroom, 2 bedrooms. We wanted to put 2 bathrooms in, so we just rejigged the floor plan to suit. All the external windows around the front, etc., were the same.
Okay.
And we added a little al fresco at the back with some laser light as well.
Awesome. So these are just some little tricks, guys, when you buy something that already has a permit on it. So while we're here, let's have a quick look at nice little al fresco area. Okay, so it's not huge. These are townhouses, guys, so it's not a huge outside area, but it's quite nice. This will come up well concreted, a nice little barbecue area out here, and there'll be some greenery and a little bit of grass going on. Laser light here, which lets direct light straight into the home, which is really important, not just from a planning perspective, but certainly from a livable perspective. So nice sized kitchen here, stone bench tops, so the finishes in these are all really nice. These are not a standard finish. Another one of those things that when you're building you get to decide on based on your research for the demographic and price point in the area. Again, they've gone with a nice white tiled look for your wet areas, which has come up really, really well. I'm saying this is a lot higher spec than what you'd normally see in a lot of these little townhouses.
Probably the other thing, Melissa, to mention, probably note there's no skirting boards in these areas fitted so far, and we've got no kicker on the kitchen. And the reason for that is we're putting a floating floor, which is a timber floor, and then we'll fit the kicker and the skirts on later so that it looks real that way, like real timber. You don't end up with quad and whole finishes, so it actually gives it a really nice...
So give it a nice smooth finish. So what we might do in a few weeks when this is finished
come back
is come back and we'll do an actual finished product view so that guys can see the difference in that, because it does make a big difference in the end result.
Yep.
So something else in this one really important, and I say very important because I use one as a laundry, and a decent sized laundry. We have a broom cupboard and a linen press in here, and this certainly goes out to the outdoor, direct out to where the clothesline will be. Another bedroom here. Now, again, another thing that we're really specific on is a separate toilet to the main bathroom, so we don't have an issue with usability here. Again, it's just nice clean lines, great white tile look, nice lighter tile in here, blends very, very well. Interesting to see the full finish on this one. I know the first one we walked through had the mirrors and stuff up, which looks great. You actually see the depth in the room. So I've been excited to bring you guys back and show you. Wardrobes, guys, in all of the bedrooms, they've all got a built-in wardrobe. And they have cupboards in them, don't they? The first one we looked at shows shelves shelves and hanging space, not just all hanging space. So we talk turnkey here, right? This, which is really important when you start looking at what does turnkey mean to you. So what does turnkey mean to your products?
As in me?
Yeah,
so
as in you.
Basically, everything's done. So right through from the letterbox, clothesline, TV aerial, landscaping, fencing, gates, curtains, light fittings, everything is absolutely done. So all you have to do is move your furniture in you're away.
So it's, when you're looking at this from an investment perspective, guys, or even if you're building for someone else, it is what does turnkey mean? What do people expect when they're shifting into something? And it is always the little things. It's don't forget that clothesline. Don't not consider what is convenient for you in a home. And when I look at wardrobes and things like that, that's probably one thing that's really, really missed, is how that's configured. And also any of your other hanging and cupboard space as well. How do you configure that based on a product that you're delivering to someone else, or something that you would actually use yourself?
Even things like foot paths, don't be too cheap with foot paths. Make sure you've got the appropriate amount of paths around the front and the back. That's really important as well.
Well, when you're walking around and you see some with just crushed rock on them, and then you walk inside and you're walking in crushed rock consistently, and something that is a small land size like this and a reasonable size footprint on it, you want to make sure that the finishes externally are every bit as good as what the finishes internally are. But Trevor, the last thing I really wanted to mention on this one was the slope of the block and how the driveway has come up, and your garage. What created this space out here?
So basically, typically in Warragul, we've got challenging sites, they're quite sloping. And the key to Warragul and Druin sites is really good access, particularly with vehicles. So it's a common issue where you see a lot of driveways just really steep, and it's really tough for people to get in and out with their cars. So this particular site was a challenge with its slopes and so forth. So what we've done is we've actually dropped the garage floor down. We've dropped it about 1 metre lower than the rest of the house. So by doing that, we can lower the whole site. So through here, the garage is quite tall. It has some steps internally there up to the house. They're about 1 metre lower. But as we swing around this way, we've actually got a ramp up to the front door, so no steps there for visitors. And we've created this nice flat area that you can park your car, you can wash your car, pull a car over the side.
That ramp is important too, guys, if you're looking at young couples shifting in, they have children, you've got mums and prams. No steps is ideal if you can actually create that, isn't it? From a convenience perspective for a younger generation, and certainly your aging generation as well.
Yep.
The other thing that I really love about the product that you've created on these ones, Trevor, is you've really considered usability with how do you get to your rubbish bins where they can be hidden and make easy access to get them out to the street. And definitely internal access from the garage into the home.
Yeah, it's really important.
It's a big security thing these days too, for young people, but for women on their own, for any kind of scenario like that. That's considering security is a really big thing that we can deliver as an end product.
Just a few things externally that we do that probably more old school, but we've got eaves on all of our properties. We're big on eaves. The other one is the ceilings in these 25/90 ceilings, so your old 8.5 foot rather than 8 foot. And the other benefit with that is you end up with brickwork above your windows, and it just gives the overall appeal to the property better and just feels bigger inside. And then the other one is Colorbond. I'm a big fan of Colorbond roofs. They just look cleaner, nicer, and they don't seem to deteriorate over the long term as well. So that's just another thing that we tend to do on our properties.
Which means that the people that buy this are going to get longevity.
Yep.
Yeah. So when are we going to be ready to take them through these again?
Well, I think we'll show you Unit 1 in a little bit, but I think probably within the next 3 to 4 weeks we should have. Well, Unit 1 will be definitely finished, and these will be pretty close too, and we should have a bit of landscaping as well.
Oh, that'll be great. So we reckon if we come back in about 4 weeks, we should be able to
100%.
have a good look through with some internal finishes and some nice landscaping done, just about ready to sell.
For sure.
Awesome. All right, well, thanks for bringing me out here today.
No problem.
It's been great having you on site, that's for sure, instead of doing this all on my own. And yeah, we look forward to coming back in about 4 weeks and show the guys through again.